Good morning, Flosstube. This is Kimberly Ann from Kimberly Ann Designs, back with video number 6. I hope everyone is doing well this morning. If you are a returning viewer or a subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And if you are new here, hopefully you see something you like and you'll come back. If you decide you like it, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future content. I try to do weekly videos. Sometimes it's a little longer than a week, but usually it's around a week. So this week I don't have a lot of stuff done. I know I usually say that, but this week is really a small amount. I've only touched 4 projects a couple of times here and there, but I do have finishes. So with this crazy state of the world, we're not going to speak on that. It's in the news enough. I just hope everybody is well and staying inside, staying safe. Okay, so my first whip is a new start, and it is an epic fail. Michelle Garrett, aka Michelle Bendy. I am so sorry I messed up your cute little pattern, but I was totally stressed out when I started this. I figured I'd use it to relax, and I should have just taken a nap. So when I was stitching the hand, I was doing the outline. I got over here and I cut across on the straight bar, and I missed it by 1. So then I go and do all of this and get up here, realize I missed it. So I tried to fudge it, and it looks okay. Then when I started filling in the green down here, it looks horrible. And then now the purple is not going to fit. It'll fit in these two because all this is right, but this finger's going to look horrible. So now I have to go rip out all of this and then the green right here, but I will fix it. So, and these are, I didn't use the called for colors, but these are the colors I've chosen. Sorry, y'all, they're still on bobbins. That's the colors I've chosen. I think it'll be cute. I just need to fix it. It's really sad too because I thought this was the cutest pattern. I was like, oh, I can stitch that up in 30 minutes and it'll be cute. It'll go on my shelf. Like, I was so excited to have this done, and then I stopped because I had a headache. When I came back, I guess I marked wrong on the iPad. I don't know, but I'll fix it. It'll get fixed. It'll be finished probably tomorrow. I got other things to do today. So that's one. That's one of the free Be Well and Stitch patterns. So my second one is a new start and a finish. 3/4 of the way FFO'd. It's another Be Well and Stitch pattern. I don't remember who the designer is of this one. I'll try to find it and link it. But it was, I think it was supposed to all be in red. I changed it and did purple just because I wanted something cheery. And then I did a silver for the needle and the scissors. And then they had this kind of like speckled border. I couldn't make out an actual design in it. I didn't really like the border, so I just left it off. And then I turned it into a little stuffed pillow. Got it all the way to there and realized that I have no stuffing. I have nothing in the house to stuff it with. So it's laying flat right now. So that was kind of disappointing because I wanted to put that out on the shelf too. Oh, I know we're not supposed to touch our face, but I promise you I've not left the house. Okay, so this one, I didn't want to show it until I got it FFO'd, but I still have not decided how I want to FFO it. I think I may frame it, and since I can't like go in the store and shop for a frame, it's going to be a while, so I'm going to go ahead and show it. But this is my bee sampler. It is finally finished. Y'all, this is so pretty. I don't know if you can tell, but the fabric is kind of, maybe if I back up. I dyed it to look like the sky with a little bit of clouds. So there's a tiny bit of pearl gray in there. But I absolutely love this. I think this has turned into my favorite stitch of all time, and I've been stitching for 25 years. I absolutely love this. Lila does a wonderful job on designing her patterns. They have a lot of variation in them on all her Quakers, but even though there's a lot of different shapes and designs in there, they still seem to fit really well together, and her patterns are very high quality. So if you're looking for some good patterns, check out Lila's studio. I have quite a few of hers that I'm working on. Then the last project I touched this week, which will be a finish probably this evening or tonight, is my, can you see it that way? It is George and Martha by Plum Street Samplers. I am almost finished. All I have to do is fill in the beige on the house. So I've started filling in here. So I just have to fill in the rest of this row all the way to here, and I am completely finished. And I was so ready to get it finished last night, I even put my initials and the year on there. I know, the bad look to do it before you finish, but I thought I was going to finish last night. I actually ended up going to bed early, and I slept until 9:30 this morning. So I have just woken up, which is kind of exciting because I never sleep late. I guess I'm just overtired and stressed. So I know y'all, if you follow me on Instagram, y'all saw my horrible, just woke up, unfiltered, having a nervous breakdown picture yesterday. But, you know, gotta keep it real. Okay, so that is all of my stitching this week. I do have some haul. Not a lot. I mean, well, yeah, let's face it, it's kind of a lot. But, Lindy Stitches, Stephanie Webb is actually probably becoming one of my favorite designers, and I have just been shopping like crazy from her site. So I showed you stuff I got from her last week. Well, this week I have Mr. and Mrs. Delicious. They're 2 turkeys. So I have nothing for Thanksgiving, so I figured I'd get this to go with the Tom one that I showed you last week. That was a Nashville release. And I want to get Turkey Bay from Plum Street Samplers to go together, and that'll be my Thanksgiving pieces. Oh no, I didn't show you Tom last week. Well, here's the Tom, the Strutting Tom. I have that one. I forgot I ordered these 2 at the same time, so you didn't see this last week. But I bought her floss pack as well. I think it was like $7 for the floss pack. And then Uncle Sam's at Rickshaw. I'm trying to get some patriotic patterns together too, so I have a few things I've stitched that's patriotic, so I saw this and I just couldn't pass it up. I figured it would go nice with my George and Martha too. And then she sent along this cute little note with this adorable teeny tiny little stitch pattern. It's on the back of the card. So I'm going to stitch that up. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I'm going to stitch it up. And then she also sent me a nameplate for one of my patterns. I think I'm going to put that on the back of the frame for my bee sampler. So thank you, Stephanie. Those are adorable. And then, as you know, if you're a follower, my parents' 50th anniversary was last month, and we threw them a big surprise party. And I didn't get them a gift. I did buy the cake, but I didn't get them a gift yet. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and I came across this book series, and I decided that I want to do the great big family portrait of like everybody in the family that was there. I put it up on Facebook as my cover photo. I want to do that as a Stitch People. So, yes, I splurged. I got Stitch People, the 2nd edition, which is a really, these are extra sheets, but it's a really big book full of everything you can imagine to Stitch People. Then I also got the Backgrounds book. And then since we have 3 weddings coming up in our family in the next 2 years, I got the weddings edition. I'm so excited. So yeah, so as soon as these girls start picking out stuff, I can start stitching. So yeah, that I figured, you know, quarantine. I live on the coast in South Mississippi. We're like 2 minutes away from the beach. can't really be at the beach because it's packed with people, even though we're supposed to be social distancing. So, gotta be at home, trying to stay safe. So I figure, why not? Now's the time to learn how to do something new and then take my cross stitch to the next level. So I'm gonna start design. I mean, I already know how to do the stitch people. I've done a couple of them before, but now that I have the actual book with the skin tones and the hair colors and the eye shapes and stuff, I figured now's the time to learn to add backgrounds and customize photos. So that is my goal with that. I've already started designing my husband and myself from our Christmas picture from our daughter's Christmas party that we took together. So I have me fully designed, t-shirt, jeans, boots, and everything. And then I started on my husband, but he says his hair does not look like the way I have it. It does. He just doesn't want to admit that he's white-headed. You know, because he's grumpy. Let's see. That's all of my haul. Well, that's all of my haul that has come in. I have, I think, 2 more orders that haven't even shipped since last week, but they're coming. They're just backed up. 123 Stitch is actually backed up on their orders. They have not shipped. Usually I get stuff from them in 2 days, and it's been since I think the 23rd, and it hasn't even shipped yet. So, I mean, I'm not upset. I totally understand. Everybody's trying to order stuff at the same time. Oh, and speaking of ordering stuff, I am trying to venture out into higher count and better quality fabric, because I am a 99% 14 count Ada girl. That's what I was taught to use. That's what I've been using for 25 years. However, now that I see everybody else talking about the stiffness of it and the feel of it, I understand what they're saying. Like, I've always said it was too stiff, and I've used fabric softeners when I wash, and it helps a little, but it's still really rigid, and it's hard to get the wrinkles out. And I've ordered many different brands, and I don't know, it still feels pretty stiff to me. The only one I have found that is not really stiff is from Mystic Fabrics, Misty Johnson. I did order a piece from her, and it was really soft. I don't know how she does it or what she orders to dye her fabric, but it is really soft, and I do like hers. But I like to dye my own fabrics. So the order I'm waiting for actually has a bunch of different pieces of 32 count Lugana from a couple of different companies. They're hand dyed, but they're from a couple of different companies. So as soon as I get those and start stitching, I will let you know how I like them. Because I ordered them for specific charts that are already kitted up that was missing fabric, so I will be starting those when they come in. Let's see. Oh, I also joined the Fabric of the Month clubs by Fortnite Fabrics on Facebook. Christian and Derek from Married with Stitchers, they have their own Fabric of the Month club. I do like colorful fabrics, so I was stuck trying to decide if I wanted to do colorful or neutral. So I went ahead and did both. I'm doing the 28 count Lugana, but I did both the colorful and the neutral because I never seem to have enough neutral fabric, because usually as soon as I buy fabric, as soon as I buy fabric, I dye it, and I just was like, oh, this color, and this color look cute. Not usually for a specific project. I'll dye it ahead, and then I'm like trying to match it to charts. Because I like colorful things. I'm not a drab neutral kind of person. I like bright, colorful, wild things. I'm weird. So I did get both, but I do need some neutral because some patterns you just can't do on multicolored fabric. What else? Okay, that's it for that. I told y'all this is going to be a really short video. We're just now at 15 minutes. A few Flosstubers I want to mention. I did get to watch just a couple this week. I have been been sewing masks for friends and family who work in the medical field. So pretty much that's what's been taking up 90% of my time, so I didn't get much done. And as you can tell, I'm not really prepared for Flosstube today because I usually film on Thursdays and today is Saturday. And it was like, I woke up and was like, okay, well, I need to get it done because I said I was going to do weekly, so I need to do weekly. So here I am in all of my hot mess glory. So the Flosstubers I did get to watch this week. Park Hopper Bart. I just love Bart. He is so funny. His little quirkiness is just, it keeps me laughing. He does gorgeous work. He is so ambitious. He has some of the biggest projects that he's working on, and they're gorgeous. I mean, everything I've seen that he's done, I've liked. Even things that he's changed a little, they've been gorgeous. So keep up the good work, Bart. I look forward to seeing your next video. Married with Stitches. I'm still trying to catch up on them, so I got a couple more videos. But I do love them. They also have some really nice projects that they work on, and they do the cutest finishes. So yeah, go check out Christian and Derek. Then a brand new Flosstuber. I actually found her because she, I guess she came across one of my projects on Instagram and followed me. So I followed her back. And then she came up on my suggested feed on YouTube when I was looking for a new Flosstube. And it was her very first video. She did it just a couple days ago. I can't for the life of me remember her name, but she's the sweetest girl. It's a Fresh Coast Stitcher. And yeah, y'all should go check her out. She's really sweet. She has some cute projects. So she's brand new. She just put out video number 1, so go show her some love. And then my dear friend Becky Kirch, aka Becky Crafty Mama on Instagram, just started a Flosstube channel yesterday, and it's called Getting Stitchy with It. And she put out video number 1 yesterday. Y'all go show her some love. She has anxiety really bad, and this was a huge step out of her comfort zone, but she did great, and I can't wait to see what's coming from her next time. So go show Becky some love. And then DNA Geek Crafts. I love all the projects she does. She is so funny. She has the most adorable projects. I don't remember how I came across her. It may have been through Instagram. Probably so, because I'm on Instagram a lot. But she kept popping up in my YouTube feed, and I was like, oh, I watch so many people. But the other day I was just like, let me go ahead and check her out, because she keeps popping up, and she's way into her videos. So I actually watched the newest one, and I liked it. So I went back to 1, and I'm watching through. And she has a lot of cute projects. So if you haven't checked her out, go check her out also. That's DNA Geek Crafts. Everybody I talked about, I will link below. I'll link all the charts and whips below. And I'll list everything down there that you need. The last thing, Bree from Bree's Stitching Stuff, Becky Kirch from Getting Stitchy with It, and myself are hosting a stitch along for Merry Needleworker by Lindy Stitches. We actually posted it in Stephanie's group the other day on Facebook. She gave me permission to post about it. I know quite a few people have said they were going to join in. It's kind of an open-ended, stitch at your own pace kind of style. We're not doing no deadlines to post anything. We're not doing a finishing deadline. It's just like a laid back, like, hey, we're stitching Mary too. Post with us. So the hashtag for that is Friends of Mary Sal, S-A-L. And you can follow us on Facebook or Instagram. I will link that below too. I know Becky started hers yesterday. I won't be starting mine until my 1, 2, 3 stitch order comes in, the one that I'm waiting for. because I have decided to dye my own fabric and I'm waiting for my fabric to come in. And I ordered all the called for floss except for the skirt color. I've changed that from 1 week's dye color that's called for, I think it was seafoam. I changed it to something that has a little bit of purple. It's the same color, but it has a little bit of purple and darker green in it too. I don't remember the color, so when I get it in, I will let you know. But yeah, so I'm doing the day version. Becky's doing the day version. Bree is doing the day version. There's a couple of people across, along with, I think Michelle Bendy came up with the idea of doing half and half, the day and night. There's a couple of people in the Lindy Stitches group on Facebook that has also said they were going to join us in the sale, and they're going to try to do the half and half. One girl even said she had custom fabric ordered that is a dark, a light, and a blended color in the middle, so that they're opposite of each other when she does the half and half stitch. So I am so excited to see what everybody does. I know some people are doing exactly the right fabric called for and the colors of the thread, and some people are just kind of winging it. Me, I'm dyeing my own fabric. I have no clue what color yet. I'm going to have to sit down and figure that out this weekend. And hopefully my floss gets here, because I wanted to start it on the 31st. But I will start and join in whenever everything gets here and I get my fabric dyed. I think that's it for me. Everyone stay safe, be well, and happy stitching. Bye.